Oh man, I ballsed that up. I ballsed that up big time. They say only idiots make the same mistake twice. Well, if ever you were in doubt, I was never in doubt. I'm an absolute tool. This feels bad. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are back working on Project Golf GTI. But before we kick off, if you are new to the channel, believe you me, under here is a Golf that used to actually look like this. Yeah. If you'd like to follow the build from day one, then I should leave a little link just here. Bing! So yeah, follow that link, go to episode 1 of this build, and that way you don't miss out on anything. So back to today's episode. Obviously you can see I've been a little bit of a busy boy. Basically, I was kind of on your marks, get set, ready to throwing it down. Now I've got to admit I am feeling a little bit nervous about this one, mainly due to the fact that when I went to go and pick up a little bit more paint from my local store, yeah, he actually told me the sort of OEM stock paint was actually a waterborne paint, water-based. I'm not too sure, but anyway, I'm glad I asked because I was about to actually mix the two together, which would have obviously been a catastrophe. Catastrophe? It would have been really bad. So yeah, water-based paint, never used it before. I was feeling nervous about this anyway. It's the biggest paint job we've ever done on Wimpy Brothers. So yeah, this is just up the old heartbeat a bit. Time to stop being a wimp and let's do it. Right, okay, I'm not stalling nothing. 70% coat on the first, a nice wet 100% like wet coat on the second, and then a sort of kind of distant spray over the top. Whether that's right, that's what was on the YouTube vid, so I'll roll with that, and yeah, hopefully we end up with a fully nice metallic black, deep black door. Right, that's the theory. Let's wang it on. Do it. That was kind of like the heavy second coat, and yeah, I think it's actually looking not too bad so far. I've just got to do a nice light little coat over the top next, but yeah, this is one of those kind of the downsides to the water-based paint, I suppose, is the drying time's a little bit longer. Anyway, second coat's on, I'm going to leave it 10 minutes, and then yeah, do the final dust coat, start mixing up some varnish, and do it. Oh man, I buzzed that up. I've ballsed that up big time. The plastic sheeting was blown on. I just saw it. I tried to, a bit of a gust of such a fuck. I'm so upset. So I'm going to digest all the things I did wrong today and yeah, come back at it tomorrow. Hopefully with better results and obviously try and fix this. But yeah, see you in the morning. Good morning. Right, okay, so I've been out already having a look over this door. Obviously I've done a bit of digesting from yesterday, last night, and yeah, there's 3 main lessons that I've learned. Yeah, lesson number 1, when you are spraying down the waterborne paint, it actually is a really much thinner layer. Once the obviously water evaporates, it actually leaves a much thinner layer than solvent paint. So you have to be sort of aware of that when it comes to doing your prep work, because any little marks left by the sandpaper, yeah, it's going to get picked up once it dries out. Lesson number 2 is obviously when you're cleaning your gun, that was the major fault that I made. Basically, I thought just clean it with normal paint gun cleaner. I thought it would just cut through everything. If it cuts through solvent paint, water paint, it should be a breeze, but it actually doesn't. It makes like this weird sort of, I don't know, globuly, well, in this case, black globuly crap that just sort of clogged up the gun. And then once I put the varnish in, even though I thought I'd gone over it and cleaned and cleaned and cleaned, yeah, it wasn't. It just fired it all over the front of the panel. And obviously the bonus lesson of all, complete idiot, make sure your plastic sheeting is nicely fastened down, because if not, it'll blow onto your panel and wreck it completely. What an idiot. Awful. I had a little go at sanding some of it out, of which it just went straight. To get it actually flat, it actually went down through all paint, primer, and even a little metal showing. So I had no choice but to try and quickly get a bit of primer back straight on there. So yeah, but I think for now what the best port of call is just to get out the old hydraulic sander, take a good layer of this varnish off and give it an inspection. Let's do it. Boom! I'm kind of at a place now where the panel is looking, all the faults have been taken out, all the trash is now been removed, but it's safe to say the only way to get this door back looking as good as I certainly can possibly get it is just to repaint, revarnish and start again. Basically what I'm going to do is trying to get everything ready. I'm going to jump in the old Wimpy Stang, head down the paint shop, get some more paint, and basically, yeah, hit up the door and the quarter panel early doors tomorrow morning. So I'm going to see you probably around about 7 o'clock in the morning, coffee and paint gun loaded in hand, ready to rock and roll. À tout à l'heure. Breakfast for champions. Rain today app, it says rain not expected. It's 19 degrees, which is great. The only downside is it is a little bit windy. But as old Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and I'll take a little bit of wind over a little bit of rain. Hopefully this is the last time I say this concerning this goddamn paint job. But yeah, let's do it. I don't know. Don't know. 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 So yeah, so far we're looking good. Time to, yeah, give it 15 minutes, just enough time for me to start mixing up the old varnish, get the old paint gun prepped up, loaded, locked and loaded, ready to start wanging it down. So let's get to work, let's carry on. Hopefully, yeah, nail down this varnish. I've not used this varnish before. That's never normally a good thing, but fingers crossed, it's all going to work out pucker. Let's get mixing, let's get shooting, do it. It's really bad. Oh fuck. I can't, I just last layer of clear coat, big gust of wind, plastic. You'd have thought I'd learnt my lesson. I shouldn't be allowed to near a car with varnish or paint. Should be banned. Yeah, this is definitely the lowest I've felt on these builds. Yeah, this feels bad. Let's go to the wood and do some manly stuff, shall we? Sure.
You gotta put your past behind you. Look, kid. Bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? Wrong! When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on them.
Well, that's not what I was told.
Then maybe you need to listen.
Boom. Well, I guess on that blunderbuss of a bombshell, it's time to end. Laters. Boom! Okay, so as with a lot of things in life, paint jobs don't always come out the way you planned. But to try and salvage something positive out of this episode, even though the quarter panel was game over, I still had the door. Right, I got back out there. I got the door and I started sanding it down, getting all rid of all the orange peel effect, then give it a good old polish down, making sure the finish on the door was certainly as good as I could get it. Then put it back onto the car, put in all the seals, give it a nice little clean up, because I wanted to know, was transitioning to the waterborne paint, water-based paint, and not sticking with the old solvent paint, was it worth it? And the answer is absolutely yes. Now, I've tried to film this through a few different camera lenses, and yeah, I can honestly tell you, all the cameras, and certainly my eyes, in both direct sunlight and in the shade, that the match between the doors is absolutely spot on. Literally, there is zero need now for me to actually grade the paint into that front door, which is kind of like something I was expecting to have to do. So it just shows if you stick with the water-based, waterborne paint, factory style, OEM, the results do speak for themselves. Because I did use a solvent-based paint for the front bumper, and you can see the difference between the two paints. Different story, however, with these doors, and yeah, that I have to say I'm really pleased with. Obviously, it does feel like a bit of a setback. I'm really disappointed about that quarter panel. But yeah, guys, please, please, please help lift my spirits by smashing that like button, hitting me up with your comments down below. You know it means so much to me. But as always, guys, I've been an idiot. You've been awesome for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
I'll be back.